We are on a quest to find out why people come here.
Welcome back to Barely Squeakin By.
We've been driving the Pan American Highway from Alaska to Argentina for over 2 years now. Everyone keeps telling us you have to take your van to Lake Atitlan. You can't miss it.
Well, today we finally made it here. And let me tell you, it's really something to see.
And it's an adventure like no other. We'll call it the brake burner, back burner. Let us explain. Driving in Guatemala, there's a lot of hills and high elevation gains in short distances. We heard that the road to Lake Atitlan was one of those white-knuckle, pedal pumper mountains that doesn't allow for any pullouts.
That's exactly how it was. It's listed on iOverlander, the app we use to navigate around, as brake burner. Some people reported they smoked their brakes completely and even had to get their rotors replaced.
If you paid attention last week, you know we're already dealing with van issues. Not to mention the notorious squeak that's been present since we bought this thing off of Facebook Marketplace as the cheapest van we could find.
I put it in first and pumped those brakes all the way down. And guess what? We surprisingly made it.
But not without a hitch. We left Antigua knowing we had about a 3-hour drive in Old Trusty, but we arrived later than we wanted, right as the sun set into Panajachel. Here's where the sketchy music starts playing, because we were about to turn down a road we had no business being on. There were so many people, motorcycles, tuk-tuks, and our map app kept glitching up. Our only friend was the dim streetlights that didn't care enough to give a warning.
Skinny, everybody. Before we knew it, we had torn the running board off the passenger side of the van.
You said you can't pass here. You have to go around.
How do I get out of here?
Completely embarrassed as the locals stared, we reversed our steps as best as possible and finally made our way to a spot for the night. A parking lot football field along the shoreline.
The things people warn you about are usually the things that don't happen, but the unexpected surprise gets you every time. Don't step on it.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna have to like retrain yourself.
Oh wow. Look at that. Oh no.
See, I caught the curb right there.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, it's time for that thing to go.
Yeah.
What does everybody think? We don't need a step, do we?
Just one metal bracket that's holding it on. So I gotta cut that metal bracket to get this thing out of here because, I mean, yeah, well that made it easier. No brake burner, but our van now has some more character. What do you think about her new look?
Woke up this morning and we are surrounded by chicken buses.
Check this out, let's do a little spin here. Chicken bus, chicken bus, chicken bus, chicken bus, and chicken van.
So if we wanted to leave right now, we couldn't. We are literally stuck here in this spot. We're on a soccer field. It's free.
And we're gonna take this opportunity since we're trapped in here to go walk around.
And see why we're trapped.
And maybe check out the local scene. Panajachel is a bustling town known as the gateway to the lake.
Do you remember that? Look at him. He's got his water bottle.
Everyone walks around wearing their Sunday best. And we've heard that they do baptisms right at the water's edge. Everyone's just happy to be living.
Yeah. Got that GoPro. She's holding on to a selfie stick of some sort. Interesting thing about these chicken buses is they all have names. Usually a woman's name. We got right here, Marilena. Sometimes, you know, it's Victoria or Maralita.
This is the nicest chicken bus I've seen so far. You can tell that there's a lot of pride going on here. He's got all the chrome stuff, the paint job, the window tint, the armor-all tires with the lug nut covers to make it look a little bit more scary. That thing is legit.
Some of you guys told us that it wasn't so bad, that you have been in a chicken bus in our last video. So we haven't tried, but we might. It's having some FOMO.
There's a lot of hesitation in your voice there.
We're gonna fast forward right here to the next day.
We wanted something a little bit more secluded, so we moved to this campsite just down the street for 25 bucks a night.
People over here are from Idaho. People over here, Germany.
There's so many other overlanders here from all different countries.
What is that?
And it's really nice. Flowers everywhere, this awesome pool. And check out these bathrooms. The only negative is they only have cold water.
Really?
And when I say cold, I mean freezing. Now you might be thinking, okay, big deal, a campground on a lake. Well, here's where the adventure really takes off. We got in a tuk-tuk, our first one ever. I was so freaking excited for the experience, as you can tell. There was already a local lady sitting inside, but we all squeezed in. At one point, she even touched my hair.
Yeah, she was complimenting on how beautiful it was, of course.
Crazy.
It was a short ride and it only cost us $4.
San Pedro.
I wonder if that's just being
We continued on to our next destination, which is something known as a lancha, basically a boat launch. And this is where the magic happens. Remember I said this.
We've just got on the boat. We are headed to one of the little towns here, San Juan.
And it's supposed to be like a 45-minute ride.
Yeah.
A few years ago, I had a back injury, so I got creative and sat on a life preserver. Don't knock it till you've tried it.
Wow, look at this.
Lake Atitlan is the deepest lake in Central America. It's surrounded by 3 volcanoes, and there are many towns and villages that hug the shoreline.
Here's the fun part. The only way to get to each one is via boat only. You can take a public boat that you see us in here, or a private boat that's considerably more expensive. Here's the price breakdown. The morning sails are as smooth as glass, but we were warned about rough waters in the afternoon. More on this later.
Enjoy everything, but I still feel it, like I missed out on doing.
We met a Guatemalan lady who spent 30 years living in Chicago, traveling with her grandson. She told us he wasn't interested in being there at this age, and I assured her that in time, he will appreciate these moments with her. We all wish we could go back and do things differently. Each town has its own special history and panoramic views. Today, we're taking you to 3 of them.
First up, San Juan, La Laguna. Your first stop is always the one you remember most. At least it was for us.
Nuts. Man. Cutie clothes. Whoa. Oh, look how cute that mouth is.
I just wanna go out and walk with you.
This town is filled with artists, vibrant colors, coffee shops, and handmade clothing.
I just wanna see your shadow next to mine, sailing over pavement with our 2 arms.
Check it out.
I like to see the shape you're in from time to time. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine.
As we were walking by, they were like, hey, you want to try this? You want to paint the ground, so it's really awesome that we got to be a part of this. That means
It
a
is
lot
cool.
to me.
It was really hot out there, so we didn't last very long, but those guys are doing a great job. And
It's amazing.
I bet they're dying
Yeah, they're dying.
because we did it for like 1 minute and it was
It's
hot.
hard. It's dedicated. It's really hard to paint like that. It's impressive. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what they did yesterday. And the smell of the coffee,
Oh,
it just hits differently here.
it's so
I don't know
good.
what it is. Well, I think I know what it is that this is the coffee region. It's grown here, it's roasted here. You're not getting some stuff from who knows where that's been roasted, who knows how. We gotta go get some coffee.
We had breakfast at this little coffee shop, and each plate looked like its own work of art. I didn't even want to put my spoon into it because I didn't want to mess it up.
We must have taken countless pictures before we even tasted how good it was.
And it was as good as it looked, actually.
When we first started YouTube, we always said, you know what, we're never gonna make food, and we're never gonna show people what we're eating, because we just didn't understand why people would care what we put in our faces. I don't know what it is.
Sorry for the crunch.
Oh man, it's really good.
Okay.
You want to say just
No.
say that it's amazing so we can turn this off?
Yeah, okay.
Or if it's not amazing, say that, because I want to be honest. You know what?
Try this. This is really good.
No,
probably-
I bet this is even better.
No, mine's better.
Mine's better.
One thing to note is that each town has about a 15 or 20 minute walk uphill because they are built on the side of mountains.
I told myself I did not want to leave Guatemala without trying on those colorful dresses. So we went and had a try-on haul. What should I say, babe? What should I say? Oh my God, what should I say? I gotta do it again without laughing.
It was fun to walk around the store while AuBrey was looking for different things she wanted to try on. It was full of vibrant colors, and to think that a person made each one of those garments with their hands, it just,
That was mind-blowing.
yeah, you can't wrap your head around it really.
Absolutely incredible. All those pretty dresses, I had to try them on. It was so much fun. Thank you to Jay for being patient with me, because it was just fun. You have to even try them on even if you're not going to go all the way and buy one.
Each one of those is handmade, obviously. Nothing from China, all from Guatemala. They make the threads, spin the threads, which takes a couple of days. Then they dye it, depending on what colors. It takes them a couple of days to dye it. And then they have to make the garment from the dyed thread that they've already done. And that takes another maybe 2 weeks. So they said a total of
3 weeks to make one dress.
one piece.
One piece.
And
And it's
then-
all natural dyes too. It's not the fake stuff. It's vegetables,
Yeah.
flowers, herbs.
Yeah, they're
all
using
that.
tree leaves, tree bark, beets, all natural dyes to achieve the colors, the very vibrant colors that you see. And the craziest part is they're selling those garments, you know, for maybe like 300 quetzales, which, I mean, maybe 30 bucks,
Wow.
40 bucks maybe.
That to me is more worth, if you are going to spend money in life, I think it's better to spend it on something that someone puts their love and their time into, and not just this, like, you know,
It's handmade. It's
Yeah.
like basically what you're wearing is artwork.
Look at these colors. You gotta be kidding me. Look at that. Look at that meat. Holy cow. Look at this. That's insane. Oh. Yeah, but it's local, right?
We're now getting to my favorite part of the story. Jay decided to fly the drone so we could see all of the vibrant colors, and all of a sudden, we heard kids yelling from above through a glass window. They were motioning for him to fly closer. Everyone was smiling, even the teachers. One of the kids scribbled quickly in his notebook and held it up in the air to say hello. That small moment with them made me cry. I stood there with tears in my eyes on that beautiful, colorful street. I think innocence is rare today, and rare things make me feel the most. It was time to call it a night, so we got back on a boat, and it was about 5 p.m. And unknowingly, this was about to be the worst decision we made. You might be thinking, what could go wrong? Everything looks like a dream, but the waves were already choppy. And we recalled a friend of ours back in Antigua telling us, don't get on the boats after 1 p.m. Now we know why. Enter the back burner.
It was like nothing we've ever experienced. We don't have the actual footage to share because of how chaotic it was, but here's the aftermath.
Are you on?
We're on, yeah.
Okay. That was one of the worst things I have ever gone through.
We'd like to thank our newest patrons, Bob S. from Nevada.
And also Cycle Nuts USA from Ohio.
Thank you guys so much.
We appreciate you.
Right now, I'm out here stretching, doing some stretches because that boat ride was insane. Somebody warned us about the ride back with all the waves, and holy cow, that guy, the driver of the boat, sucked. I'm being honest, I'm not even dramatizing this. It was so bad, I don't even know if I can walk tomorrow.
And we were in the worst spot, which is the front of the boat. So we were getting the worst bounce and slap. I looked down at my seat, and the seat cracked, separated from the hull of the boat. And it tells me that that boat just gets beat every day. And it's not all the driver's fault, but he could have gone a little bit slower, and you can't just like hammer jammer it through the big waves. Everybody behind us, we'd hit a bump and you'd hear everybody in the boat, oh. And I mean, we were just like holding on, trying to absorb the bounce, the bumps. It was rough. I can understand why AuBrey's back is hurting. The first like smack just hit me so hard. I was like, okay, I need to do something different because it was really bad.
My body's like this. Everything's like,
Take some deep breaths.
I don't know what I'm gonna need now.
All right,
Okay.
we're gonna save you guys the trouble of watching us stretch on the side of the road.
We spent the night with hot water bottles on our backs and gave each other massages, swearing we would never do it again.
Hola, buenos días.
We're trying it again.
Wish us luck.
It's funny how the mind forgets pain once it's a new day.
We're now at San Pedro La Laguna, known for its backpacker scene, wild nightlife, and hostels. This place felt a little grittier than the last, but still so much culture happening on every corner.
Check this out. One person is washing. Look at that. Culture. San Pedro is known for its Spanish schools. You can come here, learn Spanish in a couple weeks. So they say. I don't really know how much you can learn that fast, but if you're sitting in class for hours maybe, and the view is impressive. I've seen some pictures of it. I would come and do it if I had the time.
You'd do Spanish class?
Of course I would. I want to get even better. I want to be really good at it. I want to be able to do, one of those auctions That's how fast I want to be able to
Yeah.
think. Oh, cute. Is it recording?
Yeah.
Highly unlike me. Normally we don't buy souvenirs, but I bought something because I'm so impressed by the craftsmanship here and the time and the detail that they put into their clothing. So I did it. Maybe I'll wear it in the next episode. Come back and see.
Let's do it. Yeah, you just gotta go like you live here. We found an alleyway of locals and pushed our way through, looking at all the produce and oddities we weren't used to seeing. I made AuBrey walk in front so she could practice remaining calm. I think it's starting to work.
It's small.
How's that for you? Yeah, think skinny.
It felt like everyone and their mother, brother, and sister were there. There was even a lady swinging a chicken around by its wings.
What's happening right there?
Right?
Oh, look at them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. They selling them?
That's for dinner.
Oh.
For La Cena.
Oh.
It's wild. Some of the stuff that we haven't seen before, it's really something else. It's hard to not feel out of place. All of the villages surrounding the lake are also known for their indigenous Mayan culture. We felt really honored to be walking around among all of them.
What was she fanning?
They all do that to keep the flies off their
Oh,
stuff.
okay, I see.
They all have like a stick with a bag on the end of it.
Yeah, I got you.
Because the flies are like legit here.
Love that all the time. It's always a good thing to look at.
Here we are in another coffee shop. Now you might think we're here to get coffee, but we're not. We're here because AuBrey has an addiction to chocolate chip cookies, and this is the best place to find them.
This is my weakness right here.
So if you know of a place that has the best chocolate chip cookies in the world, let us know in the comments so that AuBrey can put it on our list of places to travel.
Butter percent, look at that. Sticky ones. We have to sit on the floor here. We're on these red mattresses, I guess. And they're looking a little bit worn in. Maybe people come in here and sleep, all the backpackers, I don't know.
All the street dogs that live on this block have either marked their territory on these pads or came in here for a nice siesta.
Yeah, maybe we should move. It's looking a little rough.
I mean, we're in it now.
It's massive. All right, yeah. I don't know if you told anybody what it was, but that's fine.
It's like a cheesecake croissant. I think I'm gonna regret this.
This is the most popular town with tourists. One of the main attractions is to summit the volcano.
And folks, we have one more village to see today. All these homes you see on the shore are owned by millionaires. That's what we've heard anyways. We're starting to understand why everyone comes here. What's everyone thinking of Lake Atitlan?
Yeah, look at this. Heck yeah.
We might have saved the most interesting spot for last.
Yeah. And you know what that is? That's Instagram. Oh, it could be YouTube Shorts. Yeah. Okay, well, I gave him a thumbs up. He didn't see me.
He turned away before he got to see the thumbs up.
All right, cool. Well, that introduces us to our next spot.
San Marcos La Laguna.
San Marcos is a village known for being really laid back, relaxed, and we'll say spiritual.
Do you care if we film you? You can say no too. You can say no.
No, you.
Where are you from?
I grew up in Boston. Here, this is the Boston print right
Oh,
there.
cool.
Yeah.
I'm Russian-American immigrant. Was very much obsessed with letters in the English language. Always found letters themselves to be very beautiful. Typewriter poetry.
Oh, cool.
Have a collection of poetry in a book, as well as a novel I've written. So always been fascinated to work with the word, and then developing visual styles of presenting words and letters in a very visually striking way.
And you've been here how long?
18 months.
18 months.
There's a lot of yoga going on, meditation, and a lot of health wellness.
Yeah, it's a vibe that's not for everyone, but it was a great place to visit.
We've heard they have drum circles and a lot of interesting things that go on there.
There's holes in the ground here, and underneath is the drainage system that routes all the wastewater down to the lake. And you might think that's nasty, but that's just a common thing here at Lake Atitlan. That's where we're at. Everyone runs all of their wastewater straight to the lake. And I think that's why a lot of the towns are built up on hills so that their wastewater has somewhere to go.
There's very much a gringo feel to each town with many things written in English. Being in San Marcos, we had to visit the most reviewed spot, which is a well-known yoga retreat called Eagle's Nest, and it was straight up the hill.
Jay and I like to see things even if they aren't completely who we are, because we always keep an open mind.
What a cool area. Wow. Neat.
There were so many cats, and our favorite part of the whole place was the scenic overlook.
That's nice.
Yeah.
They let us hang out even though we weren't staying there, and you can order food and use the bathroom. This one was something to see. It was a pit toilet right outside where you use sawdust for doing your business. I've never seen such a view for a bathroom.
We didn't stay long and made sure to catch a boat back before 2 p.m.
Why does everyone come here? Maybe because there's something for everyone, and we didn't even show you it all. This was only 30 minutes of van life at Lake Atitlan.
Thanks for watching.
See you next Sunday. Die living.
So if we drove down the road, that would have fallen off.
It was about to fall off. That's the only thing that was holding it in.
Nice.
It's the yoga retreat. We are on a quest to find out what
Well, it gives us more clearance too, because if you
gives
look,
us more clearance.
it actually stuck out like 3 inches.
Yeah.
So-
That's smart.
Yeah, we'd have to take it off to get in the shipping container anyways, take both of them off. So I guess we're just taking them off early.
The lady sitting next to AuBrey just kept looking over
she was
with
a
like
local.
big eyes, and she was like,
Yeah.
she was holding on for dear life too.
Like all we have, right?
Yeah, like 6 inches
Crazy.
of clearance.
Man,
Not so good.
not so good at all.
No turn around. High quality.
High quality.
You know, missed a turn, went down a road that we shouldn't have. If it doesn't look like you should go down there, don't go down there.
Don't mess it up.
I'm sorry if I make a mistake.
You're making me look like I'm somebody I'm nobody.
You are somebody.
That?
You know who you are?
That's a nobody.
No, you're my wife.
Do you want to say anything, or are you good?
No, I'm ready to eat.
Thank you.
Since I'm wearing the Frida Kahlo t-shirt, I can
That's
offer
so
you a
cool.
Frida Kahlo sticker.
Oh, for sure.
All of it. Meat, yeah.
Right out here on the street.
Street meat.
So vibrant and beautiful. You could literally just buy them and hang them on your wall as like decoration.
Yeah, and you can't help but smile. So if nothing else, you just are happy every time you look at them.
We're gonna do some stretches on the side of the road right now to try and work out the muscles in our lower backs and maybe try to like stretch our spines back out, because we just got like compressed like almost like a slinky or something.
Oh, he's really good.
Really good. If somebody finds this on a page, let us know. We just broke our mic.
That's part of it.
Getting
No-
out of the tuk-tuk,
no big
so
deal.
sorry for the sound on the rest
Yeah,
of this
so-
video and maybe our future videos. It fell on the floor, huh?
No,
it caught on my pocket
no.
and it broke it off out of the phone.